Well, hey folks, Fat Guy Flies RC, all right. This is the Avios Extra NG, 1600 millimeter. This is the maiden flight. It's windy, it's nasty, and we're gonna fly. It's an opportunity I've got to fly, so I gotta take it. And directly across the runway as usual. So I don't always make smart choices, but I want to fly it, and today's my day off, and so that's the way it is. And we got a storm coming, and I'm about 5 days late on getting videos out on this thing, and we got our timer set for 5 minutes, and yada yada yada. Okay, I'm going to be going off in my low rate sport mode, which I call my low rates. I call that low rate.
Motor gonna bite you. Motor is so chill. High speed 3D. Low rate sport mode.
Low rate sport mode.
High speed 3D.
Then I got high speed 3D, which is highly maneuverable but at faster speeds.
Low speed
and then I got
3D.
low speed extreme 3D. Now understand, I am not by any means a 3D pilot, but I want to show you the throws maxed out.
Low speed extreme 3D.
Okay, so that's not how I'll be flying. I may try that at some point, but for right now we're going to be doing my low rates, which I'll share all my rates and everything after the flight. Real quick, let me check my CG again. I want it to favor nose heavy right now because of the wind. CG is 105 millimeters back from the leading edge root, and I'm running a 5000 graphene pack. Now, Hobby King sent a 3600 Turnigy, but it had an XT60, a 3600 6S, which is the smallest recommended battery for this, but it had an XT60. This has an XT90, and I did not have an adapter for it. All right, we're going to try our manual mode off the bat, my trimming mode, and then once I've got her trimmed out and make sure she's flying right, then I'll turn on the AS3X, and that's a whole different gambit there. Right, left, up, down, right, left. All right, the only thing I've done with it as far as remote control is I've done a range test this afternoon out on the street in front of my house so that I could make sure the range was good. Other than that, she has not been outside the man cave, and she has definitely not been in the air. All right. Oh, it's windy out. All right. Oh, Lord be with me. Right, left, up, down, left. Okay. Just got to do it. Whoa. Hold on. It's windy. Hard for me to tell if she's trimmed or not because it's so windy. I think she does need a little bit of up elevator. I don't have the wind gyro on. Yeah, hard for me to tell. Maybe a little bit of right aileron. Turn into the wind fine. Definitely CG seems to be good now.
Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right.
AS3X mode.
All right, AS3X is on now. Oh, she'll knife edge, no problem. All right. Let's turn her into the wind there. Inverted, hardly any elevator input needed. If it wasn't so windy, this could be definitely a point and shoot kind of plane. That's the way I'm going to be having to land. All right. I know it's windy and nasty, but you know what? This thing is flying great. I mean, it's flying really good. All right. I got to know how she stalls. All right, clean stall. Looks like she's just going to slump forward. All right. That's a nasty day. It's pretty, but that storm is bad. All right, into the wind again. Up high. Lose power, hold up elevator. Elevator, 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 elevator. Looks like right wing, but the wind is also pushing, so it's going to be hard for me to truly tell. Let me try it again. I'm stall testing. I want to know which wing is going to... But you need to do this on calm days.
2 minutes.
All right, elevator, 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 elevator. Okay, she doesn't look like it looks like she's going to stay straight. Let me do it one more time just for giggles. Because like I say, it is awfully windy right now. And this is the way that I'm going into the wind right now. If that gives you any idea. Okay. Elevator, 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 elevator. Man, what a cool plane. She just sits there. All right, now let's try something really wild. Let's try to land. Try to land in this craziness. Oh boy. Yeah, that's into the wind, folks, right there. She's weather vaning into the wind. Okay. All right, let's get her turned around here. Maybe. Hopefully. Now, as I turn that tail, up, I'm gonna... Yeah, these wheel pants are actually halfway into the grass down buried, so there's no coming out of that. Not without me cutting grass and damaging stuff. So let's get her turned around here. Oh, but I can already tell you, this thing's gonna be a blast on a calm day. And like I said, I'm only in, keep that tail planted with that wind against it. All right. All right, yeah. Come on. Come on, baby, get turned around there. All right. Yeah, I can already tell this is going to be an absolute blast to fly. All right. Only flying in my sport mode, my low rates right now. Take off one more time. I can tell she's going to be very light on her feet, and she is. All right. Wind is not being nice right now. Yeah, she is not liking this wind at all. Not with, but that AS3X has got her locked in. I've got a kind of a hybrid set from 3D AS3X to more of a traditional setup. Man. Okay, son, if you would, pan right and show them the flags of what I'm dealing with. And look at the grass in the foreground. Okay, I'm back on the plane. Yeah, that poor plane's like, why do you hate me? Now, one thing I am noticing, The landing gear is a little weak, okay? So you're gonna spend time, you know, bending it back, but it's okay. It can handle that. All right. Yeah, that's okay. But then again, I am running the 5000, a heavier battery in it than what it initially calls for. You might want to think about maybe getting a Flex Innovations may offer that might fit this, a carbon fiber set of gear. Or, because I can tell plopping down too many times, that's going to keep bending. But let's check the battery and see how she's doing. Oh gosh, man, she's good on the battery. We have 47 seconds left on a 5-minute timer, and I've got 72%. So we're going to do a little more hurricane chasing and get that battery down a little bit further. But I'm very impressed with this plane, and it's handling this. Oh yeah, by the way, we're in the eye of the hurricane right now. Irwin, yeah, just that also. So I don't know if that's something you'd be interested in watching, but yeah, we're out here and we're flying planes in this, and we're mating this great big 3D plane, and because apparently I'm an idiot. So all right, let's take her up some more, because I'm a glutton for punishment. All right, beautiful plane though, absolutely gorgeous plane. Definitely not a plane to, or definitely not a day to figure out too much on your trim, because you can't really tell. All right, let me get her turned around. Luckily, I've got that great big rudder, so that's helping. All right, let's get her turned around here. All right, let's see, the wind is still directly across. Let's turn her into the wind, and we've got to get, oh wait, she's got this too. Forgot to tell you.
Cruise mode.
She got reverse. I'm gonna need the whole width there to get up off the deck. All right, here we go. Yeah, it's like, why do you hate me? Why do you hate me? You apparently hate me.
30 seconds.
The lights are looking good though. But if y'all want to know how well she handles wind, I'm all about extreme. Knife edge all day long. Try not to get lost in the storm cloud there. All right. Yeah, I'm afraid we're gonna not be able to do much more, because it's like really windy. All right, I'm a little too high to land where I want to land, but I gotta see something. Oh yeah, snap roll, no problem. It don't like it because of the wind, but I had to know if it'll do it. Poor plane. All right.
Mojo is so chill.
Folks, I'm thinking maybe not a good idea. But throttle cuts on. Whoa, hey. I can tell you one thing. She's okay in the wind if you're okay with it. How many times have I preached on my channel to embrace the wind? Well, I'm definitely being a zealot today with it. Oh gosh. Okay, a little too windy now. Folks, thank you for watching. Hobby King, I swear I'm not going to put the plane at risk anymore. Thank you for the opportunity to review it. The wind is making a whistling sound through the plane right now. All right, well, God bless y'all. God is good, and I don't think we're going to do much more today. Unless it totally dies. God bless y'all. Gabriel, thank you for filming. And folks, don't Maiden the plane on a day like this, but this plane can't handle it. Bye-bye. All right, folks, Fat Guy Flies RC going to the second flight all ever of the Avios Extra NG 1600 millimeter. All right, I'm going to fly in my sport mode, and we're going to combine this video with the Maiden, and then after this flight, we'll take it back underneath the bench and hopefully not have rain, and we'll go over all my flying rates, my hybrid 3D rates that I've got, but I'm still going to be flying in sport mode for right now, trying to dodge the weather. Right, left, up, down, right, left. You do not have to be a 3D pilot to enjoy this plane. And I reset my timer for 7.5 minutes on a 5,000. The wind is sort of down the runway now. And I'm on the west end, and it's kind of sort of out of the east-southeast, so kind of down the runway.
Timer reset.
All right, here we go. Go straight up with it.
Time remaining 7 minutes.
Knife edge machine. All right.
High speed 3D. Time remaining 6
I'm
minutes.
in my mid settings now. Which is my high-speed 3D settings, which harkens back to the something I do with Flex.
Time remaining 5 minutes.
Man, what a fun plane.
Low speed extra. Time remaining 4 minutes.
All right, I'm in my extreme 3D rates now.
Time remaining 3 minutes.
Notice I'm practicing all my hovering up high.
Low rate sport mode.
All right, back to sport mode. This shows you do not have to fly aerobatically crazy all the time. But I want to show you the different modes that you can configure to fly this plane, and anyone could enjoy it. You do not have to be a crazy pilot, crazy 3D nuts all the time.
Braking. Cruise mode.
All right, gear turned around here. Now, we're going to keep it in the high-speed sport mode, and we're going to do some fast passes. Okay. All right, here we go. Take her up, flip it.
Time remaining 2 minutes.
I'll take it up. All right. Do ourselves a touch and go. This is the second time I've ever had this plane in the air, folks. I feel very comfortable with her. Kind of a lousy touch and go. This plane slows down so well.
Time remaining 1 minute.
Kick it on over. All right, Hobby King, there was your glamorous shot coming by. All right. Now the power now is kind of gliding in. Oh man, what a great flying plane, man. Great flying plane.
Braking. Cruise mode. Motor is so chill.
All right. So I had 38 seconds left on a 7.5 minute timer, so just a hair under 7 minutes of flying. Or just, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This big of a plane, this powerful motor, approach it from behind on that prop. Okay, has a very strong latch though. I'll tell you that right now. That latch is strong. Battery's warm, not like cooking warm, but it's warm. Okay. 22% left. So, honestly, I had it for 7 minutes. For a 5,000, let's do it for 7 minutes. All right, that concluded the second flight. First flight, the Maiden, I still had like 60-something% left on the battery after all was said and done, but the weather just started getting too bad and we had to come in. So I've changed batteries and flew basically just under 7 minutes on a 7.5 minute timer. I discovered that 7 minutes is perfect for a 5,000. Before we talk about rates, let's talk about the CG on the plane. CG on the plane is 105 millimeters back from the leading edge root, or leading edge of the plane, which puts it, I've actually got it marked right there. I got some glue marks right there. Now I wanted the plane to be slightly nose heavy, or favoring nose heavy today with the wind, and that's pretty level to slightly favoring nose heavy, which is right where I wanted it, okay? Now to get that CG with a 5,000, and this 5,000 is a Turnigy graphene battery. To get that, let me show you where I've got that. I think the battery weighs 648 grams, okay? Turnigy graphene battery sold by Hobby King. I want to show you where I put that, okay? And you can see my setup, all right? That's where I've got the Turnigy battery. You look right behind that, you can see on that tray where it actually says receiver on there, I've got an AR631 with the antenna going towards the rear of the plane in the fuselage. Got that okay? All right. Now, let's talk about our rates, and then we'll talk about our AS3X settings, which, as I said, are a hybrid. If you look at Spectrum's How to Tune 3D for 3D Flying receiver or video, which I will put a link to, I learned a little bit more about priorities and release rates and everything from that video, and I've sort of combined them. And I'm going to show you what my rates are for my regular flying rates now. All right. Most of my flying, the first flight, the maiden flight, was entirely in my sport mode or my low rates. My low rates are 40% on the ailerons with 50% expo. The elevator, 50% with 50% expo. And my rudder is 60% with 50% expo. That's my low rates. My mid rates, which is what I call high speed 3D. In other words, I've got a lot more deflection, but not so much where it'd be super hard and be so abrupt and hard on the hinges and the surfaces. And that's my high speed 3D. This is akin to what you find in flex planes. This is my mid rates or my high speed 3D. The ailerons are 70% with 50% expo. The elevator, 70% with 50% expo. And rudder is 80% with 50% expo. And then my high rates, or what I call slow speed 3D or extreme, hold on.
High speed 3D.
Now listen to what it's going to say.
Low speed extreme 3D.
Okay, this is 100% of the throws. This is the max you're going to get. 100% on the elevator, but it's actually hitting the table, with 50% expo. Ailerons, 100% with 50% expo. Rudder, 100% with 50% expo. And in this last flight, I was flying in all three modes. Obviously, in the extreme 3D and the high-speed 3D, I was up higher. I will tell you, the high-speed 3D was quite comfortable. I felt like I could fly in that one all the time. So now you've seen my flying rates, you've seen the CG, we've talked about timers and everything. Let's talk about the actual AS3X settings that I have created. All right. Number one, you need to know that my AS3X settings are at 0.5. Not one-time gains, but 0.5 gains, okay? The actual gains on roll, pitch, and yaw are 40, 50, and 60, okay? Now here's where we change, here's where we start deviating from the normal. My priority, normally I put my, like jets, I'll have them at 100, and 140 is the default. I've got the priority for roll, pitch, and yaw at 150 on roll, pitch, and yaw, okay? My stop lock on roll, pitch, and yaw are all at 50. Now here is the biggie. My release rate on roll, pitch, and yaw are all at 80. And that gives me that very crisp stop and not as much bounce. Now I could go in there and make them priorities a little bit higher, and there is a little bit of bounce when I'm doing my 4-point rolls, but I don't know how much is that versus the servo versus me. So I'm actually quite happy with that. And like I say, that's at 0.5 gains. All right, or 0.5 sensitivity. Obviously no nose wheel gyro. The plane has, nice thing about these lights, they don't blink. I can't stand blinking lights. I understand you have to have them sometimes, but they're very day bright. I could see them very well. That white light underneath is very great to see. I have no problem seeing that at all. I'm very happy with my rates, and I'm happy with the performance. I'm thinking we're going to take it up here and again in a second. We're going to get a speed run. I'm thinking probably 70 mile an hour, maybe 80 mile an hour at the most, but this is not intended to be a super fast plane. This is meant to be performance and give you a good foundation for learning some extreme aerobatics. The plane went together really well, despite me going 18 hours without sleep or whatever. I was a little tired, but I'm very, very pleased. I'm very pleased. The only thing I have noticed, there's two drawbacks to this plane. These decals, the ones that are stuck on here, are come up. They're not completely adhered. So good, I put a clear coat of polyacrylic on there, will definitely help with that. Like right here, it started coming up. The other drawback, and this is an issue, but this is not an issue indicative to Hobby Zone or any of them. Everybody who makes these 3D planes, they put 98% into the aerobatics and the design and the flying and the aerobatic and all the aeronautical design of the plane, and then they save the last 2% to throw some gear on it. The gear, the wheels are fine, the pants are fine, but the gear do bend quite easy. And I have found that the same situation. We got a fire over, a lightning struck over a while ago. But the gear just seemed to bend, and I've had to bend them back twice now. So the way to combat that is just land perfect each time and you won't have an issue. But they're pretty hardy. And I don't think you know, you say you buy an extra prop, maybe when you order this plane, go ahead and get you an extra set of gear. The legs themselves, because I've had to bend them back twice now. Not bad, just a little bit, and it didn't hurt them. They're fine. But I'm ready to take her up again here in just a minute. We're going to do a speed run, but that'll conclude these two Maiden videos, or the Maiden and the afterflight, and wrap it up. And thank you so much for watching. Hobby King, I want to thank you for this opportunity, for this plane, to let me review it for you. I really, really enjoy it. It is a good looking plane. It's a good flying plane. I thought I was going to be a little intimidated, but I'm not. It's not intimidating. It may seem intimidating at first, but she really is a big sweetheart. She is a big old sweetheart, and I highly recommend her. God bless y'all. God is good. Don't forget, folks, faith, family, and friends, there will be a link for the purchase of this plane in the description of the video. With my link, if you use my code, you can take 5% off your entire purchase, not just the plane. But whatever you're buying from my links, they can't be anything that's on sale or on promotion. It has to be normal sale, and you can take 5%. And you've got to be logged in with your free account that you've got to be logged in anyways in order to put your purchase stuff in there. Well, there you go, folks. Thank you so much for watching. God bless y'all. God is good. And that is the Avios Extra NG. Great flying plane, and I'm a happy camper. Bye, y'all.